Okay, let's continue with operations. Operations in the service industry is very important. And we see particularly computers being used to automate processes. Banking. You have online banking. You can now submit checks and things using your phone. You don't even have to use checks. You can have payments without even having to write a check and just using it from your phones. Insurance. I can submit a claim, take a picture of my damage, send it into the insurance company. They'll give me the estimate or tell me where to go and get it fixed, and all done. Education. Well, by watching this video, you're seeing how education is being transformed by technology. Very big difference. Although I will take this moment to put a plug in that there's nothing like a live class. The interaction, the dynamics and things I think, is a much better learning environment. But hey, we do what we got to do, right? And then restaurants. Technology is changing them. They're providing a service. You can have order at the table with tablets and things like that. You can play games at the table while you're waiting for your order at a restaurant. There are restaurants that are automatically, with robots creating meals. So computers are changing a lot of stuff very rapidly. A huge area, and here at Raritan Valley we have some classes in this area. In fact, this is one of the areas you can concentrate in, is supply chain management. Really hot topic. And I think the one that really blew this up was Amazon. The ability, starting with books, to be able to deliver books to people and to get them out quickly, and then to turn to all kinds of products, to be able to deliver to things in 2 days, then be able to deliver it in the next day. Some places are guaranteeing delivery. This isn't necessarily limited to Amazon, are guaranteeing delivery in 2 hours, particularly if you're in a metropolitan area. So operations, it's a huge area. People are competing for people that can do well in this, and ideas. Now, the advantage of doing this stuff is not just lowering costs, but you're providing almost a new product, a new service for customers. I never knew I could get this in 2 days or 1 day. Right? It opens up all new ways of customer behavior. Supply chain management also gets involved in procurement, buying things. How do I buy them? How often do I buy them? Who do I buy them? In what sizes do I buy them? Here you got the balance here, the cost versus the inventory. If I buy in bulk, it's cheaper, but then I'm going to have a lot of inventory. What do I do? How do I handle that? Where's the right balance? Inventory. A lot of money sitting in inventory. Go look at places like Home Depot and just look at all the stuff on the shelves. Oh, interesting story. Yes, inventory is a very expensive part of businesses like Home Depot and Lowe's and others. How do you start out? How do you think the guys started out when they first started and opened up the Home Depots? How do you think they had enough money to build all that inventory and have all those stacks and stacks of stuff? Well, that's a business problem. And where there's a business problem, there's a solution. They didn't have the inventory. They had stacks and stacks of empty boxes. They actually had very little inventory to start out, but it looked like they had a lot, and that was enough. Customer perception was they had a lot of inventory. All right, so there's cost of having too much inventory, clearly. You've got to store it someplace. It goes bad, potentially. Think of grocery stores, right? It goes out of fashion if you're a retailer. So there's a cost of having too much, and there's a cost of having too little inventory. Having too little inventory, you may not be able to satisfy a customer's needs. You may not have it there when the customer wants it. Cost of inventory includes not only just having stuff on the shelves and buying stuff. Think of, again, the Home Depot having to buy all that equipment and stuff, or that inventory. But you have to have the space for it. And if you buy the space, you have to heat it, you have to cool it. And if you have to have that space, you end up paying taxes on that. So there's a huge cost to inventory. And you got to, again, track it. You need to track inventory. Vendor-controlled inventory is one way that businesses deal with this, and you probably had this, I hope, and entered a business. But take a look at grocery stores. Who cares about the inventory for bread? Pepperidge Farm does. Who cares about the inventory for Campbell Soup? Campbell Soups does. The company Coca-Cola, they manage the inventory in the grocery store for Coke, and the same thing for Pepsi. They bear the burden of monitoring and tracking that. And it's in their interest, right? If there's no Coke there, somebody might buy Pepsi instead. And then we have just-in-time inventory. Have your inventory arrive just when you need it. Have those tires that you're going to put on that Harley Davidson, have them there the day you're making the Harley Davidson. Don't have them sitting in a warehouse for a long time. It doesn't help to have 10,000 tires sitting in a warehouse if you're only building 5 motorcycles a day.